we are going to talk about how to create a cart abandonment remarketing campaign using Facebook ads. So corresponding with the SOP that goes along with this, the first thing you want to do is create a custom conversion so that you're actually tracking your events. So the way to do that is to go into Events Manager, and then on the left hand side here we'll go into Custom Conversions. Now if you're using, let's say for most of the time, Abandoned Cart is going to be for an e-commerce site. It could be used for courses as well, but we'll use e-commerce. If you're using Shopify, when you integrate Shopify or WooCommerce with Facebook, it will start to auto-populate your events as custom events. So you have two ways you can go about this. When you come in here, you can do all traffic, and you can say if they, it depends on your setup, but you would want to say for your purchase conversion, so you're going to set up your purchase conversion, your URL will contain the confirmation page after they make the purchase. If you have custom events in here, now I don't have purchases in my Agency Alliance account because it's not part of our revenue streams, but you would have under standard events, if you've integrated it with Shopify or WooCommerce, there will be a purchase option, and you would just do this conversion event, and then again the URL contains. You don't even have to go that far if you're already creating, if you've already integrated Shopify or WooCommerce, because if you go into here, you will see the leads. I'm going to find an account that will have this on there. So this is an e-commerce account that we do some marketing for, and you can see the purchase event is automatically activated. It comes was set up when we integrated with Shopify, and therefore in custom conversions we don't actually need to create a custom conversion. Now we certainly could. So if the purchase event is there in the URL, we would just put the URL of the client and hit create, but you don't actually need to do it. Once you've created your custom conversions, you're then going to create your audiences. So you need your custom conversions actions when you set up your campaign. You need your audiences set up for your targeting. So you come in here, create a new audience, custom audience. You're going to go website. And in here we have the pixel. We're going to be in this case, we're not, the SOP says to use specific web pages, which is totally accurate. But here I would actually just do add to cart, set your time frame, and create the custom audience. So create multiple custom audiences, one of them for viewing any of the website, number 2 to view categories or product pages. Categories meaning like categories on your shop, on your site of your products. Number 3, add to cart. Number 4, checkout. Number 5, purchase. And you'll want to create those 5 audiences by doing that. Then when you go into creating the ads, which I'll show you next, you will layer your targeting. So then we have, in this situation, a middle of the funnel campaign. We have it optimized for purchases. It's a conversion campaign. We are doing it for the purchase event. In the targeting, we are targeting all website visitors in this case, and that has to do with a lower budget. So depending on how big the budget is and how big your audience sizes is, sometimes you have to go to the entire website. It's not ideal, but if you don't have enough people in your smaller audiences, you have no choice. So as I mentioned in the SOP, ideally you want 1,000 people per audience before you use that as your targeting. Facebook says that you could do 100, but it never works. Well, it does work, but you'd have to do a reach campaign. That's a different story. So custom audience, website visitors, we're excluding purchasers. So that's where those custom audiences come in, and where your custom conversion event comes in. And then once you've done that, you create your account. I do mention to use dynamic ads. That's right here. Turn it on, set up your dynamic ads, and off you go. That's how you set up remarketing campaigns for your Shopify or WooCommerce site. It can be done for any sort of purchase funnel, but most commonly it's used for Shopify, WooCommerce, e-commerce.